Hey guys, this is Kyle from C3, and this is your review of DC's Legends of Tomorrow, episode 14, The River of Time. It was almost as good as Billy Joel's River of Dreams. That reference makes me very old. So this one picks up right where the last episode left off, as they often do with these shows. Vandel Savage is on the ship. They've actually got him. They were just about to kill him, but then they actually discovered that Carter was alive and brainwashed in the year 2160, whatever it is, whatever the time whenever Vandel Savage takes over. And because of that, so now they're keeping Carter on the ship along with Savage, and they've decided not to kill him. And they've also decided that they are going to take him to the Time Masters to stand trial. And there's a little bit of foreshadowing in the episode. Basically, Snart tells everybody, he has a bad feeling about this. He feels like they need to pull out. Like this ain't going well, and it doesn't. A good chunk of the episode, though, is spent showing how Rip Hunter is basically, he kind of has put his family first, and he kind of has lost sight of his whole crew. He sends Jefferson down to fix the ship, and actually Jefferson gets very severely injured, and they have to send him back through time, which somehow is going to fix him, which that was, I don't know, either I wasn't paying attention, or that's really dumb kind of radiation Stan Lee Marvel science as to how he was going to fix Jefferson. But yeah. So Rip sacrifices one of his team because he even says, he's just like, I don't know, I knew that it was dangerous to go down there. I might have sent him because I need myself alive to save my family. Which was very, kind of, we've seen this before from Rip Hunter where he doesn't make the best decisions. He kind of tends to put his family first, and kind of his team has kind of suffered because of that. And what this episode really accomplished was it showed us that even though Rip is a really talented guy, he seems to be a very skilled fighter, seems to be pretty intelligent, he cannot seem to get out of his own way. And the whole team kind of ends up falling apart. That's how they kind of get to him. So they do the kind of the classic bad guy thing where Vandel Savage is he's in the cell and everybody starts coming talking to him one-on-one, which if you ever have a bad guy in a cell, don't talk to him. They'll split your team up. I mean, that's just what they do. People go talk to him one by one, and probably the most interesting one was when he was talking to Dr. Palmer, when he was talking to the Atom. He was telling him, I feel your pain, man. I fell in love with her too. She rejected me. She'll always go for Hawkman. She's never gonna fall in love with you. And that was very interesting. A very, very cool dynamic. However, the way that Savage gets loose from his cage is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. He straight up Bugs Bunnies the Atom. I mean, literally. He says, "Hey, I bet you're not man enough to fight me." He's like, "Well, I'll show you who's man enough." Comes in, escapes. Really, you'd think a man who's a doctor would be a little bit smarter than that. Just a little bit smarter than that. And then also my other kind of gripe with the episode was once he gets out of his cage, first thing he does is he puts his jacket on before he starts fighting everyone. Like he's gotta have his cool jacket on. So I don't know though. I've never been a villain. Maybe the cool jacket is a must. So after Savage escapes, we have kind of our big showdown. A still mind messed up Carter helps him fight against Heatwave, Captain Cold, and Hot Girl. Eventually, though, Carter comes to his senses, as he always does. He realizes who he is and what his mission is, and then so he helps them fight, even though... And this was also kind of stupid, so Savage stabs him, kind of like he did in the previous episodes when he killed him, and then he falls to the ground. He says, Shiara, and then he face plants on the ground like he's dead, and then And then they take care of Savage, and then Rip Hunter goes over to him and goes, oh, don't worry, he's alive. Really? He took a knife to the stomach, but he's fine apparently. So, I don't know. And then big spoiler at the end of this one. Though if you're watching this, I don't know why you want spoilers, obviously, but it turns out that Rip, in all of his time travelingness, didn't think of the fact that maybe, just maybe, Savage is working with the Time Masters, which is a great place where they end the episode. Essentially, Rip is locked in a cage. They got everybody locked up except for Jefferson, who got thrown back to 2016. So he might be the guy that comes back and saves them. I don't know. As far as this episode was really good. This was another really solid entry from this show. Got a couple episodes left. I've been really, really happy with it. I feel it's been one of DC's strongest shows, so hopefully it just keeps getting better. So, what did you think of DC's Legends of Tomorrow episode 14? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the show. Were you as upset with the Bugs Bunny move that Vandel Savage pulled as I was? Come on, Palmer. Come on, man.